but they weren't very reliable. Recently, okay, so recently I have found these little things. So they're like the pods, and you just put your coffee in there. No plastic, stainless steel. Also, plastic is bad for you. So imagine extremely hot water going through the plastic into your cup. You get your daily dose of plastic every day. We are back, and this is not a typical video of ours, but I did feel a strong urge to do it. Since we are in the fitness industry and I talk about, you know, working out for a healthier life, and then also we've told you guys about the Yuka app where you can scan and see if the food has any hazardous or anything bad in it. Because we are very conscious of those things and we eat at home mostly. We don't like processed food or fast food, and I figured this video works well. A little disclaimer, everyone starts somewhere. Don't get mad, don't get offended because you are currently doing one of these things. We did all of them, you know? So that's why we're making this video. Obviously we've done all the bad stuff. We've been there, done it, and now we're slowly, in the process of years, this didn't just happen overnight, we were trying to eliminate harmful, bad things. Do your independent research, figure out, you know, what's best for you, but this is everything that I've read that is bad. So it's like, I can't be feeding my kids good food and giving them a very active lifestyle, but then putting toxins in their body in another way. So that's why I'm doing this video for mostly my mamas who want to give their whole family a better life. Are you trying to tell me?
Because we lived out of fast food.
We did, when we met.
When we were broke.
And we were broke, and it was cheap
Well, it was
then.
cheaper back then, yes.
It was cheap then, so it was a little bit more convenient. I had terrible acne. Although some of it was hormonal, a lot of it was due to a bad diet, because as soon as I got into fitness and I started cleaning up my diet, I want to say like 80% of the acne went away. So yes, some was hormonal, and it stuck around till I hit my 30s, and then I had like perfectly clear skin.
For me, it was bad oils.
He's sensitive to oils, so he'll feel an oil being off and he'll break out right away. And meat as well. Anyways, moving forward, before we start talking about things we shouldn't talk about.
On the oils, a lot of back problems.
And back problems, inflammation. That's the big thing. So oils can cause inflammations. Do this research yourself. See if you're sensitive to anything, and if you can switch out your oils. But moving on to the video. One of my absolute favorite things that I don't know what I did without.
You're so crazy about it.
I am. Ta-da! Ta-da! I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. It took me forever to get it.
Yes.
This is why I say it. I'm not saying, oh, okay, tomorrow you can just jump the gun and buy a $300 water dispenser. No. Here's what we did first. First, we switched to glass. So this is glass, extremely heavy. We used to do plastic, right? So we would drink some water bottles out of plastic. The big 5-gallon ones had plastic. So we switched to glass, and what we did was those dispensers that they're like $10. You can buy it, like it goes right on top of it and you dispense out of there. Then
we had that for like 2 years.
Yeah, for about 2 years. Then I was looking at this and I was like, no, I really want it. I'm happy I waited because they started getting better, and now there's UV technology in this, so it like self-cleans and you don't have to worry about bacteria growing in it. And somehow strategically cleaning it, though they do want you to drain it and do some small maintenance here and there. It's not really a big deal. But what I like is you get instant hot water, you get instant cold water, you get room temperature water, and the hot water really works well for me because as an allergy child, Lila has an egg replacement thing that always calls for instant warm water. Like you need to have warm water, and it's like I'll be like baking and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta put the kettle on and start warming up water. Guess what? I could just walk over here and hit the heat one, and boom, I got warm water.
And your
Rosie, my tea, yes. Rosie also does tea. So every morning I would turn the kettle on, and I didn't want to stand there, so I'd walk away. The whole house is sleeping, mind you, because I wake up early, and it's yelling, it's whistling, and I'm running from the other side of the house trying to get to it to shut it off. Then I gotta wait till it drops to 100 degrees because I don't want her to get burned, so I'm sitting there like checking the temperature of her tea. It was a whole ordeal. It was driving me nuts. Now I just put half really hot and half room temperature, and it's always perfect. 100 degrees, give it to her directly. It's been a game changer. I love it. I love it. I feel everyone, you know what? Don't even make the purchase without the UV technology though. If you can wait a little longer and save a little bit more and get that feature, I would do that because you're gonna have to replace it in like a year if you get bacteria in there. And I'm very particular, even though knowing I have that, I try not to touch too many things. So I lift, you're gonna have to get down here. So I touch only this. I lift it, I make sure not to touch the, is that a probe, a stick, whatever that is. Don't touch it, and I just insert again.
And it has a little lift, right?
It does, so I can just push it in, which thankfully, because the glass one, I swear to you, they're gonna break my back.
It also has a safety for kids for the hot water.
So you need to push this to the side and then down. Sometimes I even get confused. So it's good kid feature because we have a couple toddlers that come over and they can easily, though they can't reach yet, but just in case, it's a nice feature. All right, coffee. I do not feel bad about this. I did it for a long time. I feel guilty that I did it for a long time. But I used to use those plastic coffee pods. Then I switched to one that was 100% composable, but they weren't very reliable. Recently, okay, so recently I have found these little things. So they're like the pods, and you just put your coffee in there. No plastic, stainless steel. Also, plastic is bad for you. So imagine extremely hot water going through the plastic into your cup. You get your daily dose of plastic every day. So stainless steel, you just put in whichever coffee you want inside here, and bam, you have cleaner coffee. That took a long time, longer than it should have, honestly. Somebody pointed it out to me, made me feel horrible about the pods. And then through time, I was like, there's plastic leaching in my coffee. It's just nothing good about it. All of them are not good for the all plastic is not good for the environment. So that's why I was doing the switch. So for environment and for my own health, because I'm drinking plastic in my coffee every day, So we made the switch for that reason. I highly recommend it if you can do it. Now moving on, Rosie just dropped something. We are currently still in the process of doing this because it is a huge change, a huge investment. Carpets are so toxic, and to know our kids spend the vast majority of their time on the carpet. They won't choose to play on the hardwood floor. They're going to choose to play on the cushion, right? So they sit, they roll. I even found Kai asleep on the carpet face down. We switched to, this is 100% wool. I love it for the kids' room because this is kids' room, meaning I keep a lot of the toys in here. It's not literally the kids' room, but they spend a lot of time in here and they might get it dirty, and the little black specks make it hard to see dirt, though I do have a carpet cleaner, and my crazy self did take one of my wool carpets outside and cleaned it, and I'm sure all the neighbors thought I was crazy, but it was satisfying seeing all that coming out. We're in the process of getting one here. I didn't even buy one that said wool. Thank you, TJ Maxx. I went there, I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx. And the thing said wool, but then as I was about to open it, I come here and 65% polyester. I'm like, the 5% wool? I was really mad, so we didn't even open it. We're gonna return it.
So be careful what it says.
What it says. All of them I got from Amazon. I might just go back to Amazon where I can really check the details. I didn't see this. I went off their label or their whatever they had, the cardboard they had, and it said wool, nothing else. Yeah, and it kind of felt like it, which was really weird because it does feel like it, but according to the label, it's not. Let me show you guys my other carpet, and Lila has this same one, but with pink instead of black. It is so freaking cute. I might just show you guys because it's so cute for her room. It matches perfect. And here, this one was slightly more expensive, though I don't know why, because I like the quality of the other one more. This is the one I had to take outside because we actually spend the most time in this room, so it gets filthy really easily. And my kids go from the garage into the kitchen all the time, so there's always a trail of mess in the front part of the carpet. I do love it though. It's very low to the ground. I'm convinced it can go in my washing machine, but I don't want to ruin it because I have a really nice washing machine that I just got. Who is at the door? UPS. I was like, I'm so used to the door being rang by kids in the neighborhood, and I'm like, it's school day. It's school. Who was ringing the doorbell? It's school day. Anyways, back to our carpets. And you know what? Just because some people asked when I was in the morning, I was having my coffee and me and my daughter were working on the puzzle. I had so many people ask about this puzzle table. It is absolutely marvelous. More on that side. So I guess I'll just link it just because it's here and I'm showing it to you guys. Sorry that my house is a mess. We actually live in it. We don't have that Instagram house that's always perfectly clean. I tried to do that. I was insane. My husband gave me grief. I was gonna use that. You put it away already. I was like, sorry. And I don't think it's healthy to do that to my kids too. Like my son will have dinosaurs and I go put them away and he's like, where did my dinosaurs go? And I'm like, okay, I gotta stop doing this.
And they take a lot of space.
And instead we kind of just do a cleanup at night. But we're like cleaning all day long, I feel like. And let me show you guys Lila's carpet. It's super cute, real fast. Super fast, but while I'm getting up there, I wanted to mention the sofas that are really popular right now. Pet proof, water resistant. Don't get them. Don't get them. Those are toxic chemicals all over your sofa. You just stick with regular sofas and wash them. Get yourself a really handy carpet cleaner that comes with a handheld thing that you can clean everything. Those are so toxic for you and you spend so much time on them and your kids roll around on them. If you're putting your newborns down to sleep on them, it has forever chemicals. That's how they get it to be stain resistant. That's why you see those little water droplets sitting on the sofa and they could just be wiped off. Terrible for you. This is Lila's carpet. Super cute. It's a mild pink tone. I love it. It's adorable. Isn't it? So, we have 3 carpets. We're trying to get a 4th, and then my room still has a toxic one, and the hallway still has a toxic one. I might just end up throwing the one in the hallway till we get a new one. We'll see. Prime deals are happening. But I wanted to add that thing about the sofa, because every time I see an influencer sharing it on Instagram, I'm like, oh, it's so terrible for you. But I don't want to be that person in the comment that's like, boo on someone else's, you know? But if you're following me and you see it, it's a good tip. Humidifier. Oh my gosh, I mean, this isn't about having a cleaner home or anything, but we can breathe well. And it goes with my other devices. It's amazing, and I just bought another one for my husband, but when my kids are sick, it saves them. When they're not sick, it saves them. They can breathe, and I love it for that reason. Though it's not cleaning the house or anything, and you really have to keep it clean in order to not be adding bacteria into your environment.
You just sleep better.
You do sleep better, so much better. He's like, please get me one so I can put it over my head while I sleep.
Because we're not
literally hitting us in the face all night, and we love it.
We're not a normal family. So
Huh?
We're not a normal family, so we sleep. Well, you guys sleep here.
I'm currently sleeping here, and this was due to Kai. Kai had a really bad
Night habit.
a night bug. Not a night bug. What am I saying?
Terror.
Not terror. He was sick. He had a really bad stomach bug, diarrhea every like 10 minutes. It was just coming out of him. He was super severely sick, and I had to wash his butt every single time. And I'm like,
Going up and down.
I'm not gonna do it in the tub or the shower. It's more work. I could do it in the sink, a quick wash down every single time he pooped. So we came down here, and then I tried to shift us back up there, and he was having night terrors. And I was like, what is this? And yeah, so that's why we sleep down here now.
So it was in the middle of the
We
night.
follow what the toddler of the house says. But no, it's actually really comfortable. I don't mind. When he's ready to move back up there, we will go back up there. But everybody's happy down here, so whatever.
Yeah.
Moving this way. Another great thing, which this actually is more than okay, it's green. This is Air Things, I think, and it checks the air quality in your house. We have one in the basement that checks radon, because our house did have a radon issue, but before we moved in, the previous owners set up a system to fix that and get that bad air circulating out of the house. So we have this one which lets us know if there's any fumes in the air, VOCs in the air. If say we bring home a new furniture and all of a sudden the spikes, we know that that is what caused it. Or it spikes and we have to figure out what happened. I once took off my nail polish and I was using heavy duty stuff because I had dips on. I don't use that anymore. This thing went red. It said, hell no, whatever you just did, don't do it again. So I don't use dips anymore. It just notifies you if there's something toxic that you're bringing into the house. There's a home system right. Yeah. Okay, so you can see it there. It's lit up. So it attaches to your internet, and it constantly like puts the information on it or whatever. I don't know. I can't say literal, but there's one that stays in the basement and this one that stays up here. And what's crazy is when we had bad air quality outside and we were being warned about it. I don't remember how long ago. Our air quality did drop. Purifier. This is where this guy comes in. air purifier. You should just
I
have
turn
it.
it off. Might be loud.
You
I
should
gotta
just
turn it off.
have it in your house, period, for any, do you know the amount of dust this thing picks up? It's amazing. Like, you should have one in every room. Is that too much? It would be loud. It
It'll be loud.
This is supposedly Whisper, this brand, and that is not Whisper.
But we have it more for, what is it called, white noise.
For
Sleep.
white noise, but it's
sleep.
also really good for you.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to get one by Rosie, because they're very particular with the air quality, so I feel like she should have one there, but then they also need a humidifier. Birds. They're a lot of work. Speaking about birds, candles and wax melts. Now, I've been telling you guys about this from before because of Basic. I make really clean ones, and the really bad ones that you're gonna find in the store are full of paraffin wax and lead in the wicks and phthalates in the fragrance. Everything is just so bad for you. It's really horrible for a bird. Even the clean ones are bad for a bird. So I can't even do my clean ones. But if you are a candle wax loving queen, try to find a cleaner alternative. Basic has that for you guys. So I use coconut wax. There's no paraffin in it. I use wood wicks, so there's no lead in it. And all the fragrances are always clean fragrances. So yeah, I was using those and I loved it, but literally found out the day we picked her up, you can't do that anymore. You can't burn anything, nothing at all. It can be a non-scented coconut candle and you still can't burn it.
And you read a lot of stories.
Huh?
You read a lot
Yeah,
of
I mean, we're
stories.
not gonna get deep in that because I got really sad. So I don't do it anymore, but if you really love it, there are cleaner options, definitely
And also,
cleaner ones.
this thing is easy. The filter is easy to clean. You just open it from one side.
I don't clean it. Either.
I know. So you open it and then you just clean that.
Looks like, oh no.
You just vacuum it out.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, he does it. He does it, or it turns off when it's saying it's not clean. And then he'll be like, it's not clean. I'm like, okay, you got this. So he does that one. I gotta check my list. I forgot. All right, so we're back in the kitchen. And this goes to our pots. Now we have 2 sets of pots. We got one that was fully stainless steel. There's a bunch, so I'll just pull this out. It was a set that we bought on Amazon. Amazing, you know, and I use it for when we make chili and when we make things that we're sure will not stick. And if we feel like it's just too sticky of a food, we've got a bunch of these. They're from Ecolution. Ecolution, look them up. They also have a website, but you can also get them at Ross for pretty cheap. That's where we got them from. We have a bunch and they don't use any of the forever chemicals in it. It's safe for Rosie. Obviously she would not be around anymore if it wasn't. We've got a bunch of them. So we made that switch for our family. Another thing, a simple thing, but your rice strainer is usually plastic. Get rid of it. This one is stainless steel. It has a little like things on the bottom that really help get that gunk off your rice. For many years, and I'm not proud to say this at all, we didn't rinse our rice. I didn't know you had to. Thankfully, that was before we had kids. I mean, except Lila, she had someone. Whoops. So anyways, point being, get yourself a stainless steel one. This one specifically, I love. You pour it out. It comes out from there. But I honestly use it for everything. So if I want to rinse, oh yeah, for the pasta too, I strain it. If I want to rinse some fruits or anything, you could also do that. Let them sit and then tip whenever you're ready. Love it. Love it. And then obviously utensils and stuff. Not utensils. Utensils. Is that what they're called? Stainless steel, wood, and silicone, though. We've been hearing things about silicone, man. I swear, like, you do everything you can and then you find out there's something wrong with something. Parchment paper is bad. Foil paper is bad. Everything is bad for you. It's like they're trying to kill you. It's hard to keep up with it. So honestly, this is not to make you feel bad because we literally feel bad every day. We try to make these small changes as best as possible. We even changed our utensils. Oh my god. We even changed our utensils. And you know what? I can't even remember the grade because apparently consuming too much nickel can get you sick. Whatever that means. I even forgot. And literally, I see these things, I feel guilty, I buy them, and then I hope to God that I made the right decision. But I saved the other ones because God only knows in a month they're going to start saying these are the bad ones and the other ones are the good ones. Is that not how it goes?
Yeah.
So I saved them, just in case. I can't keep up with people. I think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have questions below. I will try to answer them. As I said, this has been years of trying to make changes in our house to make it healthier for our whole family. If you're trying to do the same, I hope something in here helped you.
This just didn't happen next day.
Yeah, no, it's been years. And I mean, and we had carpets that were bad for us. We lived in an apartment with other people that had lived in that apartment.
The same carpet.
In the same carpet. So I mean, I don't even want to know the chemicals, the dirt, just whatever. You know, we try. We try. So I hope this video was helpful. You got something out of it. If you did, hashtag love it. And the reason why I say hashtag love it as a reminder is if you've got nothing to say but you did enjoy the video, by hashtagging love it in the comments, you're not only letting us know that you want to see more videos, but you're helping us with YouTube, the algorithm, and that's a big help to us. Like the video, be subscribed, hit the little bell so you're notified every time we post a video. What did it right? Okay, and until next time, bye.